Boys. All right, we got to talk about it. So, Charlie Hurlocker went on Nick's channel for a live interview. This wasn't pre-recorded. So I'll post links in the chat. And worth noting, Menace made a highlight, which 30 minutes for a highlight video. I could have made it shorter. But yeah, so I just want to share my thoughts on the new, I'll call it the MetaTwo team, just to make it easier. So yeah, I watched the interview. Charlie Hurlocker is the guy. He's not the only guy, but at least he's doing the public-facing communication so far. And this guy's legit. He's the real deal. So he's been flipping cards since he was 17. He moved around through working with Pokemon, working with a lot of different big companies. They have direct ties with Millennial Print Group, which is the printer in the United States. They've got connections with all the grading companies. They have connections with LGSs, with distribution. So this is the A team that bought MetaTwo. So yeah, these guys are no slouches. They know what they're doing. So I think everyone should be excited, but I want to say that, they haven't actually released anything yet. So, don't get your hopes up too high, because you never know. Like, people might not like it. It might not be great. These are the A team. They're going to do the best job possible, but I would just say be cautiously optimistic. I think it's going to be great, but we haven't even seen a single card yet. They haven't talked about any gameplay yet. There's a lot of things that they still haven't talked about, which I think it's smart. There's ways to kind of get out this information. So I don't think it would have been smart for Charlie to go on and start deep diving into the new gameplay plans. Like, it just wouldn't have made sense. So I encourage people to watch the highlights and or the original interview. I'll link both. But yeah, I just want to say that this looks very positive. Charlie's extremely enthusiastic. He's very interested in this. It's not. You can tell, like, it's not some fake thing. It's not just a cash grab. Yes, they want to make money, but one of the things that Charlie said in the interview is that if it's done right, everyone can win. The company can win, the distribution can win, LGS can win, and the players can win. But the company has to do everything right. So it's still a tall order. They still have a lot of work to do. He said that he wants to kind of eventually go into doing manga or an animated series. He made it very clear that that's a very challenging task. So it's not, there's no early plans to do that, but it is on their, it's in the back of their heads. So they will be slowly working on it. And, once they get a lead, I imagine that they will get there. He says everything has funding, so they're not worried about funding. It's just, they need time to get everything nailed down, and they need to make sure that they find the right connections, for things like an anime or a manga or something. They would need to find the right people, because they already have the funding. But yeah, so they'll be dropping in Q1. They haven't given us a whole lot of details. He's implying that they have some of the artists. He hasn't said that for sure, but it sounds like, to me, it sounds like they've probably grabbed a handful of the artists, but they're going to be hiring. This is just all my opinion. I think they'll have some of the original artists, and they'll have other artists from other games. And I think they're going to try to keep the core of the game, the core of the IP, the same, but they're going to try to build on it, and just expand it. So yeah, it's really exciting. I just want to get a video out here, get it in my queue. Next week I'm on call, so I won't have a whole lot of time. So I want to get a little queue of videos here. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. This is very exciting. Charlie's the real deal, so we'll see if he can pull this off. It's still gonna be challenging. I don't think this is like a free win for everybody. I think they've got to put their money where their mouth is. Well, they've done that. They've put their money where their mouth is, but they haven't showed us the actual product yet. So we don't know, but it seems promising. So yeah, when this does release, I'll be buying some. I'll be ripping some. So we'll just see how it goes. And yeah, peace, guys.